Hello, my name is Vertical Loop, and I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite coasters. Because the new year being right around the corner, it felt appropriate to make a top 10 best coasters list. But before we start, I would like to announce that 89.1% of my viewers are not subscribed, so make sure to subscribe. I would like to mention, within 2023, I have gained like 50 coaster credits. Alright, it's time to start the countdown. Number 10 is Wonder Woman Flight of Courage. This ride is great. It has a great drop, it has great airtime, it has great laterals. The only thing is it can be a bit shaky. It's not really like a rattle, it has weird laterals. Like the cart feels loose on the track. But if you're willing to look past that, then it's a great ride. And the rattle problem isn't because of age, because it had that same problem like this day after it opened. Number 9 is New Texas Giant. First off, this ride is glossy smooth. Like, it literally feels like you're riding on a cloud. The only problem is this ride isn't as intense as the other RMCs on this list. This ride does have 2 great airtime moments though, and the first drop in the back row is great too. But the entire second half is just it meandering around. The most force you're gonna get is a little bit of floater, which is why it places so low on this list. Number 8 is Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. I was sadly only able to get one ride on this coaster, and we got seats in the middle, so the airtime wasn't very strong. Although there was still great airtime on this hill. Although the most special part of this ride is the inversions. I also got stuck on the brake run. Number 7 is Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast. Right now I'm specifically talking about the reverse side. The designers of this ride were maniacs, is the best way to put it. But they were the best kind of maniacs possible. Just the sheer intensity of this ride alone puts it on this list. And the spike backwards is crazy. You feel like you've stalled and then you just go faster. It's so unnatural but awesome. The only issue with this ride is that the backwards launch isn't very strong. Number 6 is Steel Eel. This is probably the least intense coaster on this list, but it makes up for it in floater airtime. On this hill, you're floating the entire time. You also have a great finale with 4 extremely fun airtime hills. I liked letting my arms float on these hills. This ride's honestly on here just for the fun factor. Number 5 is Iron Rattler. I was sadly only able to get one ride on this, and it was in the front row on the very first ride of the morning. So the speed it's running in this POV is about how fast it was when I rode it, making all of the airtime floater airtime. Yet it still managed to make a spot on this list. This ride should shoot up in a couple days though. Number 4 is Boardwalk Bullet. This ride is probably my most ridden coaster, yet every time I ride it, it still blows me away. This ride's first half is literally rip your face off intense. I would compare the intensity to another ride coming up on this list. It's just a whole different kind of intensity though. I love the pacing on this ride so much. And the fact that it never has a line is amazing too. When I go to Kima Boardwalk, it's to marathon this at least 20 times a day. And it's only a 45-minute drive from my house. Number 3 is X2. I don't think this music fits X2. This does though. This ride is one of the only rides that legit terrifies me. No matter how many times I ride it, I'm still gonna get nervous in the line. You can literally not tell which way is up or down. It doesn't even feel like a roller coaster. It feels like a scary machine of death, just in a good way. And I love how you can feel those fire effects. Remember that ride that I was talking about the intensity of? Well, this is it. This is why I love Alan Schilke. Number 2 is Wonder Woman. This ride is also rip your face off intense, but not the same level as X2. This ride is what I imagine those roller coasters from cartoons feeling like. This ride's pacing is just unimaginable. This ride is super fast, super awesome, but super short. Since the ride's pacing is so fast, the ride's short layout leads to a really short ride experience. But I honestly think it's worth it. Number 1 is Twisted Colossus. even when this ride isn't dueling, it's still a top tier coaster. This ride is smooth, fast, forceful, and fun. And the airtime is super strong. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Anyways, bye.